後の何もない世の中じゃそうさ愛しい思いも負けそうになるけど静止がしたイメージだらけの頼りない翼でもきっと飛べるぜ Oh yeah 無限大な夢の後のやるせない世の中じゃそうさ常識外れも悪くはないから清楚なイメージを染めたぎこちない翼でもきっと飛べるぜ Oh myご機嫌な蝶になってきらめく風に乗って今すぐ君に会いに行こう余計なことなんて忘れた方がマシさこれ以上喋ってる時間はない何がこの空に届くのだろうだけど明日の予定もわからない無限大な夢の後の何もない世の中じゃそうさ愛しい思いも負けそうになるけど静止がしたイメージだらけど頼りない翼でもきっと飛べるさ Oh my life 浮かれた蝶になって一途な風に乗ってどこまでも君に会いに行こう曖昧な言葉って意外に便利だって叫んでるヒットソング聴きながら何かこの街に響くのだろうだけど期待してても仕方ない無限大な夢の後のやるせない世の中じゃそうさ常識外れも悪くはないかな大事そうなイメージを染めたぎこちない翼でもきっと飛べるさ Oh my love あの大地ピアノそうだ天文今日だテントも青白い小物じゃあただもテレビの光レイちゃん無限大な夢の後の何もない世の中じゃそうさ愛しい思いも負けそうになるけど静止がしたイメージだらけの頼りない翼でもきっと飛べるさ Oh yeah 無限大な夢の後の
No, it should be that one, right? No, it should be that one, right? Hold on. I think it is. Hold on. I think it is. Let me make sure. But it should be. Yeah, for whatever reason, OBS had changed my input back to default, which it's definitely not the audio. It's definitely not what I use, as I'm sure you know. Okay, and, no. Take another look at the filters later to make sure again, but yeah, no, we're good now. That was fun. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Anyway, it should all be good. All the chats seem to be working. So let's start some Digimon. I'll show. Yes, I see you both. Goku being trying to be funny or whatever, and hello Galaxy. What the? Wait, no. Apparently we're not ready because my Pro controller's tangled in with my PS2 controller. But stop doing that. I'm not allowed to. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna have to unfuck that later after stream. So oh no, there it is. I was about to say the notification didn't play. All right, but yeah. Thank you for consistently using your Prime sub on me. I assume that's what they did. Oh, that's so annoying. Why does that happen so easily with cords? I'd like to have that not happen. Super fun, but yeah, thank you. And I've not actually seen the state of play, but I have received messages from 4 of my friends telling me about what all got announced. For one, wait, no, take the happy way. The Pro controller isn't even registering. It's super fun. It's what I love it. Even though, there we go. That made sense, didn't it? Gotta mute myself again. One sec. And you see that's the main reason why wireless headsets became popular. But yeah, no, the announcement for this Stranger, so whatever, Time Stranger, I think it was called. Yeah, that was months ago originally, but yeah. I could check to see what all I was told was announced, but those messages are all on PSN. So obviously I can't look at this thing now. But yeah, I know I was also told that Resident Evil 2 and 3 are getting a PS1 port remaster whatever thing. The PS1 versions. So that's cool. I was about to be like, English? I mean, that's cool, like. Yeah, English dubbing for the next one that's cool. And honestly, knowing when it'll come out is awesome as well. But yeah, there were definitely a few things I was told that came out. Yeah, all my friends that told me about it said that like it's the best like state of play in a while. Now I need to remember what I was doing. Twist. I thought Twisted Metal 2 was already like out for like digital like PS1 classic type thing. But yeah, what was I doing? The property ones, and then there's Real Dispute. Oh yeah, the bloodstain thing. I mean, okay, that makes more sense because I remember like specifically like trying to do the platinums of 1 and 2. That makes a lot more sense. That's good to hear. Final Fantasy Tactics, yeah, no one cares about Final Fantasy Tactics. Definitely not me. Definitely not. I've definitely. I mean, it's not like I'm playing a game right now that has a lot of like strategy RPG stuff with it. It's 100 line, and then obviously there's all the Fire Emblem stuff. Yeah, that's what we needed to take a ghost or whatever for our buddy. I'm gonna. I think that's in yeah. In the end, it would be a good thing if this white boy appears. Anyway, let's hang around. Let's hang around here for a while. Tactics should be a fun time. Brother, you. How dare you? I can't even. Let's say. Do I know if I've seen a ghost? I mean. Wait. Wait, hold on. It's like, oh, I don't have search powers. But this one time I did see my dead grandma. Is there any such thing as spiritual power in Eden? I don't know. Why you block my way then? I mean, well, yeah, no, I haven't. I was about to say something, but yeah. Like one time I saw Neo was like before like Yumi, Kai, and all them knew each other and all that. But yeah, I love the first Neo. I've not played the second, even though I own it. But I actually I found it really cheap for like $20 or whatever. Still not played it because I haven't finished the first Neo, but it's fun. Anyway, I assume that means I'm supposed to go this way? Considering the other two things were blocked off. I'm sad. Stop being sad. You're not allowed to be sad. I always forget which button is. Oh yeah, that. Yeah. Yeah, there was a 007 thing where, because yeah, my friend, no one specifically mentioned it to, but my friend Dolphin, the blind guy, but he after listing off a bunch of the games that were announced, he's like, I hope the new James Bond game is good, which it's like, I do like the Hitman games. So, you know, I'm certainly interested to see how it'll go, considering, you know. But how are you doing today, Galaxy? I hope you had a good May. I mean, you had the whole thing with your model, so there was that. But I hope I hope that wasn't the only good thing that happened to you. You're looking for a ghost? Well, it's about that white boy I've heard about, right? I think anyone who gets all flustered by things like that is a real idiot. Okay, this is a digital world. The real world is a different story. But that doesn't mean that ghosts can appear here. You gotta think calmly about this. You won't be able to find them because there's no such thing. Oh, it's how he became 007. Okay. There's definitely potential in that kind of story. I mean, honestly, there's a lot you could do with 007, but an origin story for 007 is interesting. Yeah, we'll have to see. I'll have to see how they do that, but it definitely has potential. And at the end of the day, I suppose there's no such thing as a ghost. We will never find a ghost like this, not even the faintest trace. Oh, and I don't know if Dolphins told you about this, Goku, but we tried doing like a little indie horror game last night, and unfortunately and surprisingly, the volume after the scary stuff started happening drowned us out a bit. What should we do, Naomi? Yeah, like him actually becoming 007 can be like the last mission or like one of the last missions in the game. Yeah, it's just like, hey, no. Speaking of that, I need to get the old Hitman games for my collection. So, let's do the laundering. Oh, but that would mean the client would have to do that in that horrible room. It would take such a long time and it'd be so awful, I'll pass. Let's do pickle stuff. Yes, we clean that stuff. Even for that money, and even though it doesn't take long, I wouldn't take that job. Oh, you're such a little goody two-shoes. Fine, let's just lie to everyone. That's a good idea, actually. That stupid old man should be easy to trick. Right, if I do this, Nomi, you should play the part of the ghost. No, it's not Halloween yet. Yay. Non-joke. But you're the only one who can. I mean, he has to take the picture, or whatever. No, no, do it more like this. Do more ghost-like. More like a ghost. Whatever that means. Remember, you've done things in life that you regret. There are people alive with whom you have unfinished business. That kind of thing. Or the ghost can just show up. Because why not? What are you doing? Huh? There's nothing there. The white boy? Oh, hey, cool. Take a picture. The camera, get the camera, quick. I mean, he's already disappeared. I don't know if that'll help. But... So let me get this straight. You can take a picture of the white boy, so you decide to fake the picture. Pretty much it. Even so, this picture... An elementary school kid could have taken a better picture than this. And then we'll have to reject the case. But we put everything... No, we didn't. Definitely not. We didn't even try editing. That doesn't matter. Sit down, I'm going to show you how to take a picture of a ghost properly. Terror basically arises from the human imagination. Anything looks like a face from the right angle. This is how you can stimulate a person's imagination with a photograph. That is the key technique in ghost photography. So you just need to invoke the uniquely human phenomenon of pareidolia? I'm not actually sure how you would pronounce that word. For example, here, the perspective in this picture. What's wrong? Looks like this camera took a photo. Where? Oh look, behind Nomi you can see a human figure, but it has no head. But... oh, this is a real ghost photo. Alright, let's take this to the editor right away. Naomi, Kyoko, thank you. Alright, bye weirdo. Well, 90% of ghost photos are fake. I never thought that this one would be part of the 10%. Oh, look, it's the other friend. I think I'm the one in that photo. Yay, I love when two girls are talking to each other. I have such an eclectic range of girl voices, don't I? I was worried about Ryota, so I followed him to Kowloon. I was trying to watch from the shadows, but I must have slipped into the frame. I wonder if there's a connection between you and Ryota's actions. Yeah, we definitely not. No connection at all. Actually, my birthday is coming up soon. Yeah, what a surprise. He needed money to buy me presents, so he was looking for a job where he could make a lot in a short space of time. He shouldn't have tried to buy me a present that he couldn't afford. So he's doing his best to find a part-time job to buy a present for a girl he was in love with. Hey, are you okay? You have a blank expression on your face. It's like your mind is somewhere else. By the way, is there someone else you're in love with? I mean, he's obsessed with Jimmykin for some reason, but that's different. Farm expansion. Yay. Go to Shibuya Records. I can do that. What is it, phone? I can't check you. You're way over there near my pillow. I'm not getting out of my chair to check you. Just don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. I'll see what you want in a few hours. I'm Russian again for some reason. I mean, it's one of the voices I've heard. Yes, let's expand let's expand. Actually, let's expand. Right now you're just a search. At the moment you're just a search form. So we'll. I max out this farm just so I can get the best, some of the best things. Anyway. Oh. I have 3 meats there. Are they just shared between the two? Yeah, they seem to be. So in that case, it should definitely be these guys. There we go. Is there anything else I was trying to do on there? Nothing really new that I could buy. Let me make sure. How many Sleuth sea? Okay, I have 5 Sleuth features, so that's not an issue right now. I was just checking. Digimon? Probably can't do that. She needs 100. So 3 more levels at the very least. We need Spirit of Light, which obviously I don't have right now. Oh, okay, well, let's see. 61 AB? 64. Actually, I probably shouldn't have done her. I probably shouldn't have done her because she was the closest to the level needed. But it's too late. I've done it now. It's too late for regrets. It's not a big. It's whatever. I'll survive. It's not. Needs a Spirit of Life. Okay, so I don't need to worry about that. I'll do that. 80 and 80. Okay. And Mega Digimon, which I got a few things you could become. So all this. There's no like. Yeah, my first fusion Digimon, Shakomon. Yay. Anyway. Pretty sure there's nothing on this farm island either. Well, there's that. Which needs another 10 levels at least, which if I really wanted to, I could do that pretty easily. Pantomime. Again, and yeah, and surprisingly, can't really change it. I don't really remember if there's anything I wanted that this Leomon to become out of any of the Digimon. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We will see. Anyway, Shibuya's Records. No, dang. I went to Shinjuku. I didn't mean to go to Shinjuku. Anyway, yep. What do you want? What do your Bormon special move shoots energy balls from his chest? I didn't actually remember. As evidenced by the fact that I might have gotten it wrong. I don't know. Hello. Random shot girl. Reiko Tala. Why do I know your name?
これはすみません。お客様にこんなところ。
Cool. How do I know your name already? I met you before and it's been a while since because inconsistent streaming. Sorry, I can't believe I conked out like that in front of a customer.
最近おかしな事件のせいでちょっぴり疲れてて。
Can never go wrong with lemonade. Oh, the Tracy, things around here in the last couple of days have really tucked me out.
電脳探偵？困った時は相談を？へえ。
Oh, I thought she said I thought she would have said Sugoi. Whatever. Cyber Sleuth? You do random acts of kindness and sleuthing.
っていうか、
I shouldn't
お
be
客様にこん
talking
な
to
話を
customers
し
like
ちゃうなんて。
this.
仕切り直していいですか？もう一回話しかけてくれたらちゃんとしますから。
Let's start from the top. I'll be on the ball this time. Nah. Anyway, was it important? Was it important that I talked to you there? I mean, I can't really see what any of these CGs are, so I don't know if they're what I want. Anyway, yeah, if I want a CD, I'll get it off Amazon. Most of my CDs that I've gotten in the past while are all like CDs from LEs, limited editions and stuff. Anyway, yeah, I don't quite understand. And that's it. It's been a long time since I played this game, mate. is there like a case where like a lot of people are like weirdly sleepy? Who knows? Okay. Let's do a couple of these real fast because, you know. Have I gotten lost? I wasn't trying to, sorry Mary, I wasn't trying to talk to you. I wanted to go into my farm. I just need you to give me a couple of tactician USBs and then it'll be fine. That's all I really want. That's all. And like one back there, but it's I haven't fought anything, so I don't. But yeah, we'll do investigate. I'll do like because I found 3 cases. Investigate 3 cases real fast. Then continue with the main story stuff with Reiko Tawa and my creepy ass chair. Hello, Fridgemon. Where's your thing? I don't know. I look for your thing. And then, fortunately, I've actually... It's probably... Oh, Catastrophe Can't name was correct. Okay. I mean, it's Diabolomon. Diabolo? Diabolomon, so... The name makes sense. But yeah, oh yeah, that I have them. And I have the return to the front of the dungeon or whatever item, the export. I believe that's what it's called. Yeah, I have home gate and export, which I mean, I don't think there's much difference between the two. And there kind of isn't for like certain like dungeons, like the digital shift dungeons, pop for one, like that could be different. But for just Kowloon and Season 1, though obviously since I need to return the item, the Fridgemon exports are obviously the best. Yeah. It would definitely be nice if I could finish that one bonus stage in Astrobot before tomorrow's stream. I mean, even if I can, it's whatever. I just beat the game. I just do this stuff, beat the game, try out apparently 5 extra levels that were added. But yeah, like last stream was like 3 hours, like 2 hours or whatever, trying the exact same level. It's like I can't do that. I can't let myself do that. I can waste my own time, but I should try not to waste other people's time that way. Anyway, so, yeah.
無理しちゃダメだよ
I should also, because
君がいてくれてよかった
I mean, maybe not, but Friday should be Kai's D&D thing for Ragnarok, so. There we go. Let's export. Yeah, it's funny because that. You get it? It's funny though because export, like exporting a file. I found your thing. Anyway. But yeah, at least like Digimon, I'll definitely be able to make some progress. For one. I didn't actually check. There's also the 2 more hacker things, so I'll do that once I deal with Caramon's thing. So, might want to look into is it's okay, Mish. It's okay, Ghost Thing. Your item was literally right there. I know it's just like a element of randomness in terms of that, but it's funny that he's like, "Hey, can you find my thing?" It's like, well, if you floated 10 feet that way, not even that. If you turned around, you would have seen it. Just kind of a funny thought, you know. I'll do this one, and then I'll do hacker ones, and then I can continue main story thing. Hello, Mr. Clam. I am a detective. Oh look, it didn't spawn in literally right there again this time, so But yeah. I don't know how long ago. Well, I want to try to at least get to Chapter 7, or maybe I am on. I could check that on the save menu. So I'll do that. Might as well do that real fast. But yeah, I at least want to get to the new chapter or whatever. I am in chapter 6, yeah. I would like to at least get to chapter 7. Something. Or, yeah. Yeah, considering First of all, I wanted to get play a little 100 line. I want to play a bit more 100 line. Like before I go to bed tonight, I want to finish the route I'm on. But also considering the fact that Dalton wants to watch the Dead or Alive movie, which I remember seeing like the what do they call it? I completely lost track of what I was trying to say. The movie poster. Someone on Twitter shared the movie poster. Like I saw that like a week ago or whatever. I remember that. But yeah, I don't quite remember why we started talking about the Dead or Alive movie, but yeah, there it is. But yeah, it got brought up. He asked me if I'd ever seen it. I haven't. It was just like, okay, I know what we're doing tomorrow night then. Hey, yeah, it has been a bit, Scoop. How's it going? I'm sorry you got... Well... Our Treff. You remember my... I remember... I finally got over that, so... That, like... First, that, like, Nuzlocke I was doing... It ended up winning it. I was so mad about that one, though. So I streamed everything up to like fighting Red, and then I ended up coming to the like conclusion of like, listen, I'm at a decent level. I'll try and fight Red, but I'll just like record it because it might only take 10 minutes at most, or I lose and then train up and try to train up one of my other Pokemon, maybe. And then the recording just completely got fucked on me. Like, the audio was distorted, I could barely see what was happening, and so angry about that one. But how's it been going? Yeah, let me do this. Kaloon level 3. But yeah, where was it? Yeah, which one was it? What? I don't think, it wasn't at Elite 4 when I first did it. It was one of the Kanto gyms, sadly, because it sucked. There was a whole thing with the recording too, and like I encountered Red, and it randomized his Pokemon to be all Ice type. Which on one hand kind of fitting being on the mountain, on the other hand a bit annoying that he didn't have to deal with hail. But yeah, he had, what did he have? If I remember right, he had a Glaceon, He had 2 Delibirds. I remember that. He also had a Celio, which almost screwed me there, because it had sheer cold. It missed both times, fortunately. Yeah, Celio was annoying. It had that, and then I finally damaged it enough that it had like a sleep, and then it had snore. It's really annoying. But yeah, that randomizer. Well, I mean, the randomizer also got me a decent few good Pokemon, and I had a few like starters. Like Viridian Forest, I found a Cyndaquil. Unfortunately, like super low level, so not really much I could. Because I ended with, I had an Arcanine. Ooh, the Arcanine actually died fighting Red. I had a Glaceon. I had a Magnezone. Let's see. What did I have? No. Yeah, I didn't have the Gardevoir got killed earlier, so she didn't come in there. I had a Salamence, which, you know, utterly useless in that fight, considering ice types. Yeah, it's been a bit. I don't remember my full party, but yeah, my Arcanine was the only casualty in that fight for I wasn't like, I was like level 74 or 75. So like, it was not too bad, but you know. Now I'm playing Digimon, which I guess is fitting, because I don't know if you heard, but their PlayStation did their like state of play earlier, and they put out more details for the new Digimon game coming out. Apparently we have a release date for it too, which I'm excited for. I love me some Digimon, obviously. Now, where could the hacker be, I wonder? Where could he be? I do not know. Yeah, we got some more gameplay. We got the release date. There's apparently gonna be in English. I don't know about other languages, but there will be an English dub for the new Digimon game. But you know, I actually wasn't expecting that, considering, you know, this game and Hacker's Memory didn't get an English dub, but that's cool. But yeah, been doing that, and that's fun. Yeah, there's definitely a few cool things that got announced. Yeah, I mean that's fair. There's definitely a bit more. I love it when you guys heal each other. You guys have almost 1,000 HP each. You probably don't need to heal, but that's what happens when you put on auto battle. Yeah, I do like me some Digimons. Yeah. Saying it can be it's a bit more complex than like Pokemon Man. It's well, not. It didn't say more complex than Pokemon, but it just say complicated. There is a bit, and also, also the bit where it's like having to learn how the like elements interact and resist, and which ones are weak to wood is a bit different than Pokemon. Maybe not every type thing, but a lot of them. Like some of it is we've known this for a while, but a decent number of Pokemon's like type interactions is like, no, that makes sense. Some of Digimon's aren't quite as intuitive though. I don't remember. I think I wanted you to become a Meteormon, but I don't remember. Yeah, it doesn't look like I have a meteor. Possibly. I don't remember. Again, I don't remember. How do I know? But yeah. Oh wait, no, I have Gatsumon. Apparently can't become Meteormon. Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember them. But yeah, with Digimon, at least this one, you could basically any Digimon can become any other Digimon by like I'm gonna evolve you and then de-evolve you into something else. It's definitely a bit different. Yeah, I mean, one thing that's not complicated is I've also been playing Astrobot, and that's a very fun, non-complicated game. Yeah, I don't really remember hearing about. There's a few. But yeah, there's not. I don't never really like see any like thing about like, oh, Arabic dub. Even like the games where it'd be like, oh, we have these 10 dubs. I don't really remember. I don't really tend to see any talk about in Arabic. That's true. But, I mean... the hacker wasn't that list. Let's try over this one, I guess. Or... I can't make up my mind, obviously. Can't find it. Unless something comes up, I should be able to be completely done with Masterbot tomorrow. And then I can start the original God of War. Oh, I missed. That's definitely also gonna be done before Digimon's over because that's that just is what happens when you play JRPG. I mean, first of all, obviously, you know English. You're talking. So I guess there would be like an app where you could like say it in your native language. It would translate it. I mean, a few of the Hispanic guys that come into the store I work at do that when they're asking for like beer or cigarettes. But yeah, first of all, yeah, not everyone has the time or patience to learn another language. So good job, first of all. That's definitely a big accomplishment. I'd love to fully learn another language. It's definitely taken a bit. Okay, cool. So, I guess the hacker's on the left side. The hacker was in this central area and I didn't see it somehow. I was very disappointed in myself. Obliging hacker. Well, that's very nice of you, I guess. I suppose. Oh, yeah, no, he's up there. He's looking down on all of us. Hello. It's a hacker from the Blacklist. Hi. What the? Good job, Automod. Now I gotta go to the actual Twitch thing itself too, because it's probably something stupid, or you don't let me see what was said. Yeah, Automod, if you're going to tell me that you have to hold, that you're going to do a thing, Automod, you need to allow me to see what it was, because it's probably shouldn't, like, I have questions for Automod. Yeah, like 9 times out of 10 it does something like that. It's something that shouldn't have actually happened, but that's fun. I don't know. I don't know. What are you? Held the message for reason, race, ethnicity, or religion. First of all, I mean, listen. I can't verify who's in the wrong here, because Automod won't let me see your original message. But also, again, Automod. There's been a history of Automod holding a message, and it's like, no. So I don't know. Or actually, now I'm even more confused. The Automod thing showed up, but
いいよ、やろっか。
oh no, yeah, I see it. Okay. All right. They got mad because you didn't want to write out the full word Japanese. See? As I said, because no, there are sometimes Automod holds a thing and it's like, okay, yeah, no. Fair. But yeah. I'm pretty sure it's literally because, like, you know, I'm pretty sure I remember that being the case. Someone just being like using the word yes, it did. I think this was more a thing in like World War II, or at least that's where I heard people would use it. Is like they would be like, oh, they're just basically a derogatory thing, but not Jap itself, just like shorten it to like show they take out the dirty jats or whatever the hell. It's the problem is it's like just saying jab like that. Yeah, it's been used that way, but also being just a simple like bot program, you're missing the context of no. But again, as I said, 9 times out of 10, Automod's kind of stupid. Yeah, I got another cage. Awesome. Yeah, let's hang out, Rock man. Rock dude. Oh yeah, I'm not. I imagine those items reduce your max enhanced stat. I assume it's like how in Pokemon, like there's a limit to the number of like EVs a Pokemon can have, and it's that kind of thing. But yeah, it's like, yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like, okay, cool. You're gonna get mad at someone who doesn't want to. Someone didn't type an extra 4 or 5 letters, and you're going to get mad at the entire comment. It's highly intelligent. Okay, yeah. Let's beat up Audrey. And by that I mean we'll find her, I'll auto battle, and then not paying attention at all. Because, yeah. Kind of overpowered. These guys cannot evolve any farther. They are level 99. The only reason they're not more powerful than you would think because they're not really Digimon 2 like boss killer Digimon. They're literally here to Platinum Numemon literally exists to earn me extra EXP. It's quite literally all there is. And then also they so this game, Digimon Cyber Sleuth, is originally came out on like PS4. That's the original system I had it on. And then they decided to do a re-release with the second game, Hacker's Memory, because the both are connected. And yeah, they made the game. Yes, Automata is French for the most part. But yeah, they decided to make this game easier. To where both normal and hard mode are easier than they used to be. So there's like no reason right now to these like the guys I have right now, they're probably good enough to maybe even take into the final main story boss of this game. So until later, like when I actually have like all the Digimon that I actually want for in-game, not much reason to change them out right now. But yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much the other than like reading books, like that's something I've loved doing. I like woke up, spent an hour reading one of my books on Kindle. Other than that, and the like 3 gacha games I play, that's pretty much I Digimon or Astrobot is extreme. Playing 100 Line on Switch. Those are pretty much the only like games it's pretty much all I do. And go to work. But, I literally only work 2 days this week. I go to work Saturday and Sunday. Actually, yeah, if it was this time of day on like Sunday, I literally would be at work right now. But you know, for me where I am, it's nighttime. I'm pretty sure we've had that conversation about how it's definitely not nighttime where you are, Scoop. But yeah, most of the people I know are either like you that live in a different time zone or just stay up most of the night anyway. So being awake at nighttime works out for me. I'm not quite sure how I got started on talking about what I've been guess it's just kind of what you do when you... yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, the work's definitely been... Yeah, the job market stuff. I don't know how much better or worse it is compared to over here, but it's definitely not been great. Also, because my eyesight is too poor to... Okay, so not... So it's... So that would be like... That would be 5 hours, which is... It's about what I thought. That makes sense. But yeah, the job market over here is not great. I mean, it's a part-time. It's definitely could be more hours, but it is a job, and fortunately do not live alone. Between what I get and what like the rest of my family gets, it's enough for us, so it's okay for right now. I would like more, but yeah. Yeah, I lost my last job in October, and then that's how I gotta do it. Okay. But yeah, I lost my last job in October, and it took until February to get another job. And I ended up finding out that only happened because, like, I applied for the job in like December, and then a week before I got called for the interview, one of the people on night shift quit. So I got a call just like, hey, I don't know if you're still interested in this job. And I was just like, yeah, I am actually. Very fortunate about that, because I literally came in for the interview and I was already told just like, hey, sign these papers, come in 4 days, we'll have a drug test ready for you. So I'm happy that they were apparently as desperate as I was. So yeah. It's a hacker. Just bumped into me on purpose. Oh, you're one of... First of all, Audrey, your name's stupid. Just say that. I don't know any Audreys in real life. I don't know. But also, that's... I don't like people like that. Fucking scammer. This was Yakuza. You would get your face smashed into the side of a building. Like immediately. I mean, 31,000 EXP. Thanks for that. But yeah, I mean, it's not my place to say whether Audrey's really repented or not, but I don't care. All that means, though, is now I can continue the main story again. Yay, I'm a rising cyber sleuth. I'm so happy. Anyway. It's kind of funny that I'm getting another farm expansion plugin for this one. I know that. Yeah, there's a.
事務所に出した依頼
I've,
受けてくれ
I've
たんです
definitely
ね
heard of a couple countries where this kind of thing is like, or that kind of thing is definitely sounds about right. Yeah. Oh, really? I mean. That definitely sounds like, I mean, part of it is like, yeah, we want to have more people in the, as you called it, the national service, which I can, but yeah, that's kind of fucked if that's like your best route forward is do this thing. And then afterward, then you can have a regular job.
改めまして私田和玲子って言います
Yeah, I'm still curious why we got to know you as Reiko Tawa at the very start of it, but nice to meet you.
音楽とアニメをこよなく愛するアルバイト店員です
Again, I think it's funny whenever I'm hearing Japanese word that, and then I just hear a word just plainly in English. I'm a bit of an otaku, honestly. I'm a huge otaku. Anime music are my weakness, which I can understand. I love me some anime music. I completely understand, Reiko. Yeah, that's not. I mean, unfortunately, there's stupidity everywhere, like. So, actually, my first job, I don't know where you live, they have, like, Walmarts. I don't think so. There might be Walmarts outside the US, or, I don't know. Anyway, so, my grandma, one of her friends, used to cut hair in the army when he was younger, so like he would actually cut my hair. He was roommates with. I was looking for a job. I applied at Walmart near our house. It was like 10-minute drive. It's fine. Definitely do it. Yeah, I didn't think so. Big grocery store thing, basically. You go there, you get your groceries. Some Walmarts have more than just groceries, but well, technically my second job, because I got hired at another store. It lasted 6 months before they got rid of me because I wasn't working hard enough, even though my eyesight sucks. And I make sure every time I interview, I make sure they're at least aware of the problems with my eyesight. But whatever. But yeah, my second job, which definitely lasted a good bit longer than 6 months, got hired there because, yeah, my barber's roommate was the customer service manager. And then they were going through all the applicants, and he saw my name. He's like, "Oh yeah, no, he's actually a pretty good worker. You should give him an interview." Obviously, that's not the sole reason I was hired, because that just got me my foot in the door. But yeah, there's unfortunately a decent number of jobs. There's like, it's just like, even if you have all the skills you need, we might not even look at your application. And this is like someone you know, or like there was one restaurant I applied to, did an interview. At the end of it, the dude was even apologetic about it because he's like, no, I really like you. Everything's good. But we want someone who already has experience doing this. Which, you know, always a fun one. It's like, if people don't want to hire someone that doesn't already have experience, how is anyone supposed to get experience doing this, you know? And again, obviously with the national service thing, it's a bit different for you where you live, but it's a similar type of stupid concept. Like, people aren't, like, part of it might be like the job market, other things that, like, that it's not, whether the job market's good or not, that's an unfortunate constant scene is people aren't as willing to, like, give other people a try unless you know someone, you've done certain things already. And that was your Know Me rant for the night. You want to know more about the case? Can do.
実は最近店内で微妙ないたずらが多発してて困ってる。陳列している CD の位置が変わってたり、怪しげな自作風 CD が勝手に並べられたりしていて。
Plus this weird amateur kind of CD keeps popping up right in the middle.
あまりにも微妙すぎて警察も取り合ってくれないし、気になって夜も眠れず少し疲れちゃって。
Well, yeah, because it's obviously a Digimon.
誰が何のためにこんな微妙ないたずらをしているのか調査してください。
I mean, there's got to be an explanation, right? Someone's got to be doing this. Please, 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 won't you find out why? Yeah, I'll ask around. Once I check my messages. Digiline! Because, line, it's just, this is, because there's line in Japan. It's not messaging out. Digiline for Digimon. It's very simple. You're the one investigating the weird stuff. I'm not sure I know anything. Guess someone keeps adding this mysterious CD to the racks. Oh, there it is. See, the cover's just got those odd symbols. There's no band name or anything. I mean, it's not like, it's not Led Zeppelin, you know? You want to give it a listen? I mean, I guess it's technically music. Some people were cracking jokes about some kind of monster composing it. Those rhythms and stuff are definitely inhuman. Kinda tribal. Top of that, the display keeps getting changed up so that somehow this CD is always right in your face. My best guess is that someone sneaks it in at night. Maybe that's how you find out. I don't know. Pretty sure I can compose music that sounds better than that. Low bar as it is.
あの CD 聞いたんですか？まあ悪くはないですよね。個性的というか独創的というか。
Anyway, time for more lemonade.
え、ひどかった？そうですか。私は嫌いじゃなかったですけど。
You really thought it was that bad? I'm sorry. I don't dislike it per se.
あ、それで調査の結果
So
は
how's
ど
the
うだったんです？
investigation going? I mean, it's gonna come down to the same thing.
閉店。わかりました。今晩またいらしてください。
I'm gonna find like some electronic port, go into a mini dungeon.
夜の店内か。見慣れた場所が普段とは違う景色だとどうにも胸が高鳴る。そんなことはないかな？
You wouldn't even recognize this place at night, huh? It's almost creepy. Not really, it looks exactly the same.
調べてみたのだが、わずかながらデジタルウェ
I
ーブを
ran a
探知し
scan
た。
of the Shibuya records and definitely picked up traces of the digital wave.
どうやらこの事件にも
These
デ
pranks
ジモ
are
ンが関係
Digimon
しているようだ
related.
な。
I'm almost certain.
CD のジャケットに書かれていたおかしな記号という
There's
のは
strange symbols on
ひ
the
ょっとする
CD
と
art
デジ文字の
may
ことかも
very
しれ
well
な
be
い。
Digimon writing.
とにかく
There's
店内
gotta
を
be
注
some
意
clue
深く
we're
調べてみ
missing.
たまえ。
I didn't even
必ず
give the
何か
place
痕
a
跡
full
があるはずだ。
rundown.
さあ、電脳探偵さん、準備はいいですか？
Okay.
店長の許可は取っておきました。しっ
Listen,
かり犯人を見
I
つけ出
have
しま
that
しょうね。
problem a lot, so I understand. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I wish I could at least get a couple extra days of work so I could get a new. I need to like either get a new bookcase or make a shelf thing. I've gotten a bunch of new games recently and I'm running out of space.
Oh.
What do you
危ないからどこかへ行ってろっ
What
て。
do you mean it's too dangerous?
私、あの曲を作った人に会ってみ
Whoever
たいん
made
で
the
す。
CD is dedicated to their music. I want to meet them.
だから、探偵さん
So
と
like
一緒
it
に
or
探し
not,
ま
I'm
す。いい
coming in.
ですよね。ね。
Oh, Japanese people, so polite. That's like this one of the stereotypes, huh? I mean, look, look.
これは何ですか？
That's pretty obvious. Don't know how no one noticed it earlier. Okay.
何
What
で
do
す
you
か？
mean digital shift?
あれって何？私、夢でも見てるのかな？
It's just an Etemon. Don't worry about him. He's cool.
あらやだ、こんな夜中に人間がいるだなんて。何よ、ひょっとして出待ちってやつかしら？あなたたちあちきのファンなわけね。あちきの歌にしびれちゃってるわけね。
I mean, if you had somehow managed to watch like the old Digimon anime and seen where Etemon first showed up, yeah, no, Etemon is pretty chill. Also, that's funny. That little like plushie he has on his waist is a plush of another Digimon called Monzamon. Yeah, I'm definitely a fan of you, dude.
あんたわかってるじゃない。本当の音楽というものが何たるかね。
I mean, there's I like Etemon more than there's another dude that's he's supposed to be a popular musician called Jimmykin. He's weird.
そんなあんた
Wonder when
は
I have to
あ
fight
ちき
him
の
again.
御礼ライブステージに招待してあげる。
Yeah, I'm used to hearing the Agaru phrase in a slightly different context in like anime and stuff. It's a bit different.
さあ、ついていらっしゃい。オッケーよ。
I mean, it is well, obviously I mean, it's not for everyone, but the Digimon anime is pretty fun, and there's a good bit to watch of it. Alright. I guess we're doing the dungeon and she's on her own. That's fine. That's fine. The real world is much safer than this place. Digimon dragged me here, but where is he? I don't think I'm in Shibuya Records anymore. Game. You don't need to make a Wizard of Oz reference, game. You can be better than that. Hey, look at that, it finally reconnected. Our link with you went dead a while ago. We figured it must have been the labyrinth, so we've been trying to get you back ever since. Now that we've found a way around it, we should be able to stay in contact despite any other digital wave anomalies. Huh. Yeah, no. It definitely... Well, what was funny is, like, because obviously Pokemon and Digimon, the animes started around the same time. So even if you haven't watched it, you might have heard of that there were like arguments about whether Pokemon or Digimon was better because of the anime. You know that? So actually, most people I know say that Digimon is better, but also like Pokemon was easier for people to get into, but yeah, most people think that like Digimon is a bit better in terms of like both anime are fun, but like the Digimon anime has a more like obviously more overarching like plot and better character stuff, and also the problem was like I remember obviously everyone played the Pokemon games. The Digimon games not so much. And then there was the Digimon card game, which unfortunately they got changed up a bit when it left Japan, so that didn't help. Who'd have thought there was a path here? Every analysis I run comes back the same. But okay, so there's only one logical Digimon response. The creature had no choice but to drag you into the labyrinth with it. And of course it was a Digimon. We met it. It was an Etamon. Etamons are cool. And yeah, that's actually kind of a funny coincidence that this case is about an Etamon that wants to compose music, and you get a Digiline about one. That's a funny coincidence because yeah, it's completely random. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I knew Pokemon, but like everyone where I lived knew about the Pokemon, but like the Pokemon video games and like the card games, but yeah, not many people knew about Digimon as a video game, even like the people I knew. Only like a bit later But by the time I played my first Digimon video game, I think I'd already played Ruby and Sapphire. Yeah, obviously more people now know, but that's because like a lot of people like Cyber Sleuth. Didn't like get super popular, but yeah, between like, but yeah, Cyber Sleuth definitely got more people knowing about Digimon as a video game. But yeah, because yeah, back then you had like, there were games like Digimon Dawn and Dusk, which were on like Game Boy and DS type stuff. And then there was what was it called? I have the, I forgot what it was called. There's also a series of Digimon games that's all about like the you raise up the Digimon and feed it and make sure to clean up its poop. But God, what were those called? I forget the titles for some reason. But I know a lot, not that many people really got into them because it was a good bit different. And also, I'm sure some people are like, yeah, well, the Digimon I was raising died and became an egg again, so I don't want to play anymore. It was... some of the games are very different. Yeah, that definitely that too would be part of it. But, I want to explore game. I want to explore. There's so much to ask. I want to explore. That's not shouldn't be whatever. Okay, then go ahead and just try to catch me. And what how Atamon is? Oh, so I can. Never mind. I was about to say so I can explore that way, but never mind. You know, whatever. It's kind of funny in that you might be more familiar. I don't know if you've ever played any of them, but you're probably more familiar with the Persona games and Digimon. Probably. If you are, then you definitely know. Then you probably remember Igor, the character Igor. That girl right there, Mary, is basically the Digimon equivalent of Igor. Well, I mean, it's honestly, it's not a perfect parallel, but it's a similar vibe. I mean, it's only through her that I'm able to actually evolve my Digimon stuff, all that, so. Yeah, go. I don't need you to investigate right now, just train. It's whatever. It's fine. And, let's see what medium. I mean, the nice thing is, like, I mean, yeah, the thing with that is there's so many games coming out every year that it's easy to feel like you're missing. Even if I'm not someone who's not in like your position of like, I recently learned English. it can be easy to feel like you're missing out just based on how many games come out. But that is very fair. Don't. It's fine. Don't worry about it. And let's see. I have enough ABI for all the meteor mons, at least. But yeah, Isomon can become meteor mon, so yeah, I'll get Leomon back and we'll do that later. Yeah. Like, Japan, that's the obvious one. English, a lot of people speak English. And it's like, okay, Spanish, French, and then you also have, like, German, and there's a few other languages that, like, we'll get dubbed every so often, but not even that often. No, I got you, yeah. I mean, it's definitely possible. I've definitely heard some, like, clips of people talking Arabic, and it's very, like, obviously I don't understand what they're saying myself, because I'm trying to learn Japanese, and I don't have the brain capacity to learn any other language other than that, any more than one language at a time, really. But yeah, I've heard some clips, and there are definitely some very beautiful sounding Arabic speakers, so it's definitely possible. But yeah, they'll just be like, well, not enough people speak it to, like, justify the cost, because unfortunately that's what it always boils down to, is if people don't think there's enough money in it, then they don't care. So why am I could just... We're never gonna catch him like this. Well, maybe if we cut him in around from behind. Any suggestions? I mean... The only... I mean, at least they did some games, at least, but yeah, especially with, unfortunately, them upping the price of games, that probably doesn't help either. Oh yeah, like, I mean, unfortunately, that's not surprising. I don't know if you've tried doing this since you've managed to learn, but if you go back and listen to, like, some of the old, like, English dubs for, like, early anime and video games, like Japanese anime and video games that got, and then they'll be English dubbed or whatever later. There's some pretty bad English dubs, like back when that first started getting popular. So it's unfortunately not too surprising to hear that that a lot of the Arabic dubs that you can experience aren't the best quality. Like, yeah, if that kind of thing gets more popular, and like the people in the dubbing industry for where you are, like, they learn, like, techniques better, and it gets more popular and all that, they'll be able to be better. But yeah, it's it's not a great time to be a fan.
何よあんた、ずいぶん乱暴じゃない？ひょっとしてあれね、あちきのことが好きすぎて狂信的ファンになっちゃったあれね。
Possible. Yes, I am a rabid fan of Etamon. I'm the biggest Etamon fan in the world.
その愛情はやがて憎しみに変わり、あちきを独り占めするために命まで奪おうっていうのね。
I mean, you're wrong. No. Yeah, no. Don't worry. I'm not crazy. I'm not a yandere.
そうはさせるもんですか。あちきはあんただけのものじゃないのよ。
Etamon is
行くぞみんな。
he was definitely a character in the anime
続けていこう。
as well. Looks like it's. I don't know. I'm checking my computer time when I could have just done this and it's like, oh, it's 10:35 my time. So that's good for the She's like doing her thing as well. Oh, she's hopefully her test stream goes well. Yes, I am. I'm much better. Of course, I have level 99 Digimon, and they made the Switch version of this game easier. So yes. Oh, yeah, I think because I have a couple friends in Egypt, I think I actually heard something about their Egypt actually does have having a dub industry. I think I remember them mentioning that one time. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay, Edamon. It sounds like you do at least have one friend, and that would be Reiko Tala. Now that we're here, I'm not quite sure what to do. So this Etamon doesn't look like an evil Digimon. I guess the best move is to report to the client. Yay! Oh, you're safe.
よかった。無事だったんですね。私もう何が何だかどうしたらいいかわからなくって。
You've gone for so long, I didn't know if something happened to you. How long was I gone? So yeah, I love bumping the bottom of my desk. It's my favorite thing to do.
デジモン
Digimon.
それって電脳空間エデンにいるとかいないとかいう。
Does that mean what I think it means? Even outside of cyberspace, Eden?
それじゃあCD もいたずらも全部デジモンがやったって言うんですか？
No worries. No worries. Don't feel bad. So that weird thing with the CDs, all those pranks, it was all the Digimon?
いたずらだなんてひどいわ。
Come on, pranks? That was art! Oh, no. Each person that is a Digimon avatar, actually. How's it going? Oh, go talk to.
こんなに CD がたくさんあるんだから、あちきの CD だって売ってくれたっていいじゃない。
Yeah, well, I mean, people do that all the time anyway. You tell them not to do a thing, of course they're gonna do the thing. Also, yeah, how's it going tonight?
してどうしてみんなあっちの音楽を理解してくれないの？
I keep getting distracted by people keep distracting me from my wonderful voice acting. I work hard to make those beats and drop those vocals. Mixing the right amount of guitar is not as easy as it looks. You just don't get my sound.
そんなことありませんよ。
That's not quite it. I'm very good, especially at especially at almost 11 at night. I'm wide awake, I promise.
確かにあなたの音楽は自分の聴覚を呪うような五臓六腑を口から吐き出したくなるようなひどい曲かもしれません。
That's brutal. Just that your music is just an abhorrent of assault on my senses that it makes me wish I could claw out my ears.
でもあの独創的で個性的な響きはきっといつかたくさんの人
But
々を魅了
on
す
the
る音
other
楽だ
hand,
と
it has
私は
a
思いま
really
す。
unique sound that both reinvents and transcends genre. I think people will really dig it. I don't know about that. Alright, we said Amon's happy.
新しい表現は受け入れてもらえるまでに時間がかかるもの。
Yeah, it just takes a while for new stuff like that to really catch on, you know?
諦めたらそこで終わりです。最後まで自分の音楽を信じてください。
But don't ever give up on music. It won't give up on you. You have to believe in what you've created or you'll never succeed. I mean, it's not been that long. Didn't start until 8:30 because dinner was a bit late, and then I got distracted playing one of my Switch games. I've been addicted to the 100 line for a while. But I think it's also one of those, like, I've not been able to stream nearly as much the past few weeks that I would have liked, so I'm a little out of practice as well.
これ以上微妙ないたずらをしないって約束してくれるなら店長に頼んで正式に CD をお
If
店
you
に置いてあげ
promise
ま
to
す。
knock off all the freaky stuff, I'll talk to my manager and do my best to get your CD stocked for real.
私があなたのファン1
I'll
号に
even
なり
give
ま
it
す
a
よ。
listen. Who knows? Maybe I'll end up president of your fan club.
泣かせること言ってくれるじゃない。ありがとう。
You had to turn around so we couldn't see him cry. Oh, thank you so much. I've never had a real fan before. What's just one this nice to me? Well, isn't that
そ
nice?
れでそのデジモンの特設 CD コーナーを作って
So
あげたと
after
いう
all
わ
that,
け
it
か。
was a Digimon looking for a little exposure. Taking a shot at fame.
いたずら犯への処置としては
I
いささか甘やかしすぎな気も
kinda
する
feel like he wasn't punished much for the whole breaking and entering thing.
そんなんじゃありません。私はエテモンさんのあの曲本当にいい曲だと思ってるんです。
Yeah, a wooden desk. That's the sound of a wooden desk. Anyway. Well, it wasn't about that at the end. We got to the bottom of mystery and got to hear a really cool up-and-coming artist.
世の中にはどんな音
Actually,
楽だって
I'm
あっていい。
starting to get into his album. That's the best part about music. There's room for anyone to try their hand, or it's also possible that you've just heard it so many times that your brains come to accept it. Maybe you've been Stockholm syndromed by a music CD.
あの曲はきっと音楽の可能性を広げてくれる。そんな力があるって
His music
私は思うん
may
で
be
す。
strange. It's definitely strange, but if it pushes the boundaries, you gotta respect that in an artist.
ほうほう。店の利益のことだけではなく
I
音
like
楽という
that.
ジャンルそのもの
You're
の
not
発展
just
まで
in
考
it to
えて
help
い
the
ると
store
は
grow. You're trying to expand the world of music.
さすがは
And I
CD
would
ショップの
expect no
店員。
less.
音楽は人生の一部ですから。
Yeah, that feels like a corny, like the end of episode. Music is the soundtrack of life.
電脳探偵さん、ありがとうござい
Except
まし
obviously she didn't say it
た。
like
これで
that.
安心して仕事に戻れます。
Thank you so much, Nomi. Now I can get back to doing what I love.
ぜひまた遊びに来てくださいね。
Anyway, feel free to drop in. This Shibuya Records is like a shrine to amazing music.
最後にしっかりと店のアピールをしていくとは。
At least she likes her job. That's more than some people can say. Right? She really believes in that store. I hope they know how lucky they are to have someone like her. Can't argue with that level of devotion.
私は
Anyway, give me farm expansion plugin. Give it to me. Thank you. I appreciate a corner just for. How many CDs has he made?
どうだ、そろそろ探偵業には慣れて
Getting
きたか
used
な。
to working as a detective.
なるほど、実感がないか。君にはこれから大いに
No real
働いて
feel
もらわ
for
な
it
くては
yet.
困る。
But I'm going to need you to work even harder.
うちの事務所のモットーは
I don't care what your agency's motto. My motto is I need lemonade.
すみません。
Inept businessman. That's a wonderful descriptor. I'm really looking forward to seeing what you're about, inept businessman.
うちの事務所のモットーは来る者拒まず、去る者追わず、働かざる者食うべからず。これは私の父の教えでもあって。
Can't even talk loud enough to be heard by Kyoko. Our agency's motto is reject not those who come, chase not those who leave, those who will not work will not eat. Which is decent motto, to be fair.
ちょっとすみません。
Hello?
新聞の勧誘ならうちは間に合っている。
We already have a newspaper subscription.
いや、そうじゃなくてですね。
We also already have a motorcycle. And I don't have a motorcycle. Pretty sure it's always the same person because it's always about this time I hear the motorcycle go by. No, that's not it.
消火器もネット回線もあ
We
りがた
got
い
a
都合も
fire
うちにはも
extinguisher
うす
and
べ
the
からく揃
internet
っている。
too. We got
悪いが他を
everything we need.
ここ
This is the
探偵事務所
detective
ですよね。
agency, isn't it?
だから
The cyber
電脳
suit
探偵事務所
detective
ですよね。
agency.
実は
I
依頼
have
したい仕事があって、
for you.
僕
I'm
お客です。
I
依頼人です。
mean a client.
よ
が
うこそ信頼と実績のクレミ探偵事務所へ。ご依頼内容をどうぞ。
Welcome to the reliable Karami Detective Agency. Please tell us the details of your case. Chapter 7. Human Pilgrimage Capricia? I think that's how that's said.
つ
Capricia.
まり
In other words,
ハッカーからデジモンキャプチャーを
you
購入す
plan
る予
to
定が
buy
逆
Digimon
に電子マネー
capture,
と
but were robbed
激レア
of
デジモンメダ
a
ルを
very
奪われ
rare
たと。
medal.
そうなんです。デジモンキャプチャー安価にてお譲りします。
Yeah, Digimon capture
甘
on
い
self
言葉に
cheap.
騙されて
If it sounded too good to be true, you should have listened to your instincts. It usually is too good to be true.
本当最低ですよ。
What
最低
doing
な
is
行為です。
awful.
人
Playing
の
with
マニア
people's
心につけ込むなん
obsessions.
て。
マニア心ですか。
Obsessions?
そうです。マニア心。
There's
マ
nothing
ニア
more
心ほ
fragile
ど繊
than
細な
that.
ものがあるで。
手に入れたいものは
When you want something, you want it no matter what, no matter the risk, no matter the method.
絶対にあわよくば保存用
You're
とか
lucky you can
鑑
get
賞用と
several.
か普段使い用とか
Want
い
to
く
save
つ
you
でも
want
手
to
に入れ
viewing
て
because they're
大
so
切に
special.
そんな繊細
They
で崇
think
高
they
でちょっぴり切ない
titillate
大
even
人
a
のマニア
grown-up's
心をくすぐって
obsession. Such a dignified and rarefied thing. I'll never forgive them.
お話は分かりました。
Sounds like he's gonna burst the blood vessel. We understand what you're trying to say.
つまり奪われた
To
激レア
summarize,
デジモン
you'd
メダ
like
ル
us
と
to get your
電
medal
子マネ
back.
ーを取り戻し
電子マネーなん
Still
て
some
ど
me
うでもいい
money
んで
too,
す。
but I don't care.
デジモンメダルさ
All
え
I want is my
あの
precious
子さえ無
Digimon
事に戻
medal
って
back.
くれれば。
ご依頼承りました。
Because,
というわけだ。
I mean, money is money, first of all, but also that's not cool. That's very
おそ
rude.
らく犯人はメダルそのものが欲しかったのではない。
The
激レアな
perpetrator
メダルを
likely
換
didn't
金
want
す
the
るのが目
medal
的だろう。
itself. I'm guessing the plan was to pawn it for cash, given how rare it is.
デジモンメダルを売買している店は
There's a shop
こ
that
の中
deals
野に
in
もあったはず
Digimon
だ。
medals here in Nakano.
まずはそこを当たってみるのが近
I
道。
mean-
私はその間にあいにく私はその種のマニア心
No, yeah, I know. The Digimon medal dude, I know about him. I sell him medals all the time. Digimon command. I would like some more tactician USBs. That would be great. Person who first brought coffee to Japan. Dutch? I don't think it's American. Yeah, I think it's Dutch. But obviously, what do I know? Not much. What I do know, we expand the farm to its maximum size. Yes, 5 developer know-hows, and we will see what we can create. Look, the max size farm looks like a star. Isn't that funny? Anyway. Let's see what Rat Leomon can do. Yaomon or Gargamon? I don't have enough ABI for that, but yeah, I have 63, so if I evolve the Digivolve, I can get, yeah, that'll work. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. Anyway. Time to talk to Mr. Mittelman again. I mean... You think I hold some, like, contempt just because of the fact that, like, they're collecting all the Digimon medals trophy and old version of this game. I can't buy that medal. It's pretty rare, so you should hold on to it. There's a medal seller in Kowloon level 4. So I guess the insinuation is that is that the dude gave me like picture of his medal or whatever to be like ask around, see if you can sell it or something. I don't know. At least I can finally go to Kowloon level 4. Get even better EXP. Oh, wall track level 4. Yeah, it's like, why is it purple? That was a red wall. Wall track. The level of wall track has to do is like, I think wall track just has to do with like rank of Digimon I have. Yeah. There are 4 more ultimate Digimon, which is definitely true. Anyway. Oh look, it's a gold Numemon. Nice. 140. Oh god. Yeah, that's 144 page, not. Yeah, that. Oh god. I mean, especially considering like. Yes, I can yell. Oh. Yeah, that's it. I guess that's a shortcut type thing. But yeah, then. You would definitely think, like, especially in this age where like doing things on the internet is so important for so many things. Yeah, you would think more countries would try to, like, at least. Oh, yeah, Dutch was correct. Awesome. Oh, I got it. Do I even have copy paste available? Okay, I do. Yay. Cool. But yeah, cool. I already had a researcher USB. Also, I'm trying to say something and I keep getting distracted. But yeah, you would think that that more countries would try a bit harder to like be conducive to have better internet, with how important the internet is becoming to do certain jobs and all that. But yeah, I mean, you unfortunately have to make do with what. Like, I remember, well, it wasn't that the internet was that bad, or there. I mean, I say that, but it kind of was. By that I mean, it might have also been because I had like a crappy little laptop at the time, but yeah, in the past I'd would bring up a YouTube video, and yeah, similar to that, I would have it in slowest resolution, but it would still buffer every minute or two. And there's not much you can do about it. Like, obviously, I just had to accept it. But yeah, the moment I was able to, like, pay for better internet or like and pay for an actual like desktop PC as well. It was a lot. I was very happy about that. But yeah, I remember that pain. 3G. Pressure on the net. Okay. I get it. Yeah. Yeah, that is, That sucks because yeah, the things are just gonna keep things and people are just gonna keep getting more reliant on the internet and things like that. I thought that was a Digimon for a second. My eyes were blue. Yeah, exactly. Jesus. Look. Just sitting on the couch, the circuits got hijacked, and a gym conviction. I mean, are you gonna get on the show? You just said like you had the thought that you might. Anyway, what you doing? Gainfully employed buyer. I'm sure. What's that? Who are you? You got questions for me? You say you're a saber sleuth. I don't care if you're a detective or a cop. I'm professional. I don't give info on customers. My business not trust is everything. Say you're a saber sleuth. What does that even mean, saber? Oh, saber sleuth. They just they'd have a job like that now. Come to think of it, old man Matayoshi said he was in a department with a name like that. Was that, you know, Matayoshi, that old geezer? Really? The detective agency is a secret weapon? What do you mean by that? Buddy cop. Well, why didn't you say so sooner? I mean, could you not have mentioned that earlier, good fella? Yes, a very rare Digimon male. Tom did come by looking to sell one. We couldn't agree on the price though, so he left. Now, where'd he go? How was I supposed to know? I'm telling you the truth, honest, I ain't no liar. So if you see Matayoshi, would you mind telling him I said hi? Make sure you remember that. Well, this guy came to sell the medal. Well, looks like we weren't wrong about that. The buyer's attitude did a 180 when he name-dropped Detective Matayoshi. Guess the old man has some real pull. There are probably plenty of people who owe him. And a lot of people we must have dirt on too. By the way, I made some progress on the investigation on my end. I picked up the signal of the Digimon medal. Because this is what happens when so much of your life is online. A collectible can be tracked. Very rare Digimon medal, to which a unique ID has been assigned. I've managed to track it down, but nothing beyond that. The ID has a privacy setting, preventing the owner and address from being identified. It was a real trick to analyze. The protection on it is pretty darn tough. But anyway, results of the trace picked up signals across the globe, but there was only one signal in Eden. So essentially, Yes. No, I mean you're coming in like in chapter 7, so it's fair. Also, because not too much of what we're doing right now is like directly connected to the main plot. Essentially, and if you knew games more, like I've compared this to like the Dot Hack games, which those are on like PS2, so not that many people would know of them even regardless. But basically, you start the game, you're talking to a few friends of yours on like a message board. You all agree to meet up in this Eden, which digital world, like a massive VR world type of thing. Obviously, it's a bit more complex than just that, but essentially, it's a massive like VR world. People can chat, talk about, do stuff, whatever. You meet up to, yeah, but this like thing that's supposed to be like a mascot for Eden, or a moderator, whatever, shows up. It's been hacked though. You and the hacker basically invites everyone in the message board. You get the Digimon capture. I don't remember if he specifically invited us to get the Digimon capture program, but he invited us to a place called Kowloon, which is the dungeons. But it's supposed to be where like hackers like congregate, so only 30 people show up. You, a dude called Arata, and a girl called Nokia. They're cool people, but yeah, you're basically like doing that. You get split up a bit. Something happens. You get the Digimon capture program thing. You're able to, and then you encounter a weird, like octopus type creature thing, but kind of more like kind of a snail with tentacles type thing. And it attacks you, and there's like basically it does something weird. It does a weird thing to you where basically your consciousness and your body are in separate locations. Your body's in a coma. Your consciousness is walking around. So that's why we have our weird protagonist powers. But yeah, we're trying to figure out what's all going on with the Digimon and these weird things that we call eaters and all that. But also, as you can tell, like, it's not all about that. We do these cases as a cyber sleuth because we have special powers we can use to help solve cases. And every so often we make progress, and we manage to do something that will help us figure out the truth of the main plot. The signal came from Kowloon level 4 and from somewhere pretty deep inside the area. I'd like you to head there immediately. It's a rough place, so be ready for danger. I leave the case in your hands. Anyway, I got messages. Oh. Who was the ghostly figure? You you chased your first time in Kowloon? And it definitely wasn't Nokia. Did we chase? I think we found Agumon later. Pretty sure technically we chased Arata. It's a calling it a type of astral projection isn't exactly wrong, but honestly, it's not. It's more of like if you're gonna use astral projection, it's compared to that, it's a forced astral projection. We definitely, our character definitely doesn't do that. Didn't do that on purpose. Most people attacked by the ethers will go into comas, but basically, and it's because before we ran into some weird ghostly figure, and in the story we still don't quite know what that's about. But this weird ghost person thing did something to us, and that's the reason why we're not in a coma with our body. That's why we're still able to wander about. Oh, another raid. That's very unexpected. Welcome, raiders. I am Nomi Swins. Hello. I'm probably supposed to have an actual like message for raiders that I tell everyone, but I'm bad at doing things occasionally. So I'm bad at seeing that missed that completely earlier. But how you doing, raiders? I hope you're having a good night, and I hope you enjoyed the game. Given one Chiyoko was doing. Okay, I can definitely. And I should be able to Digivolve Draculiumon sometime. Never did. Yeah. I love when normal random encounters somehow I encounter are because that's how randomness works. But yeah, Digimons are awesome. BW chip. Interesting. I mean, considering that BW chip and BW Chiyoko is the one that I assume the BW is an acronym for something. But I am doing great. I mean, you know, Digimon. And then when I'm done with Digimon, I get to go back to playing 100 Line. I love 100 Line. Oh, BW's the title. That makes sense. I mean, I definitely wouldn't be able to guess. The only thing BW means to me is like the black and white Pokemon. It is a Digimon. But yeah, a friend of mine wants us to watch the Dead or Alive movie, so he he thinks he thinks that it'll be fun for us to watch, but yeah, who knows? I might not be doing quite so great in like 3-4 hours from now. But you know, it's worth a look. Listen, he swears it's good, and he better be right because I still give him crap for. We watch a lot of horror movies together. We watched one called I Know What You Did Last Summer, and then we ended up watching the second one, and then the third one that was direct to video, that he said was a funny bad movie, and it was painfully boring. Yeah, I knew. I'm like, it's definitely hard. But yeah, he claims the Dead or Alive movie was at least somewhat entertaining, so I'll withhold judgment on him for that one. Saber Leomon, I can't. He did evolve. Yeah, I would love to get some more party memory. It'd be great. Yeah, there's apparently which I actually mentioned funnily. A couple weeks ago, I saw someone post a Dead or Alive like movie poster for some. I don't remember the context, but yeah, this was. I think this might be. That might have come out in like the 2000s or something. But yeah, he's like, no, there's actually some enjoyable parts, and like all the actors and actresses for the Dead or Alive movie actually did their own martial arts stunts, which is cool. But yeah. Dead or Alive. I've done so those friends of mine, we haven't done it in a while, but we would typically Friday or Saturday night do a game night. Alright. Talk to you later, Scoop. Hopefully we are able to figure something about the job thing now, because those circumstances are stupid. I hope someone gives you a chance. It's deserved. But yeah, we do a fighting game night, and we had like 1 month. I mean, it's phonetically the same, so we know what you meant, Scoop. Don't worry about it. Yeah, we would do a fighting for like a month. We would only play like Dead or I can't remember if it was Dead or Alive 5 or 6. I know for like a couple weeks it was 6, and then a couple other weeks it was 5, or maybe it was 4. It was basically like we did 6 because that was the like newest one or whatever. Yeah, it's good talking to you, man. I'm glad you seem to, well, other than obvious complaints, be doing okay. Yeah, I mean, there's never like obviously there's the classic Dead or Alive, Street Fighter, Tekken, Mortal Kombat. Oh yeah, speaking of, actually, there's like a Mortal Kombat collection that got announced in the State of Play, if I remember right. But yeah, there's others like There's Samurai Showdown, which that was another of the games that we did a couple weeks we did game night of that one. Same show was fun. There's like Arxis games, Blaze Blue, Guilty Gear, Under Night. Those are fun. There's Dragon Ball Fighter Z as well. That was a fun time. Marvel vs. Marvel. That was cool. We spent like 3 weeks doing that one. Soul Calibur as well. Soul Calibur was... We spent like a couple hours making custom fighters. Oh, one sec. Lenny, stop it. My cat Leonard's outside, and he actually pisses me off sometimes. Don't fuck with my window. I'm sorry for cussing, but yeah, my window breaks because of him. I'm going to be actually angry, and I usually. Alright, I have returns. Leonard is inside, and he knows he did bad. I'll open the door, and he'll like take his time walking back inside. But this time he ran back inside. He knows he screwed up. He better quit it. As I've said before, he's done that a couple times. Well, not to that extent, but he'll like get out the window for me to let him in before. But as I've said before, like he could just meow. We can hear when he meows. It's not as loud as our other cat Ella, but we're all gonna be mad if he actually messes up something with his house. This house is like 113 something years old. It's like all the the 3 humans that live in this house, our houses combined, the house is older than us. But yeah, you have a good one, Chip. Food is always a good one. Sorry I didn't get to do more, but I get distracted talking, and then I get distracted about my cat. You're telling me that you think that I stole a very rare Digimon card. Well, apparently you're maiden, but I don't care. I have like 2 somewhat girl voices. You don't deserve either of them. There's no way I could do such a nasty thing. Look at me with my skinny arms and soft fair skin. You've got an ID match. Oh boy, you don't know when to give up. Like I told you, I didn't know anything. I never saw any businessman. I love it when they do that. When they slip up like that, but yeah. You can say anything about a businessman. Oh, you said that the victim was a male. Well, I'll teach you a thing. No, you won't. Fight me. You can't stand up against. Your tree is no match for my golden poop thing. Anyway, there we go. Yeah, I'm definitely not playing Digimon to show off, to like show off like gameplay and be challenged. I mean, I'm also only showing because people wanted me to stream Digimon, and I love me some Digimon. I just definitely streaming Digimon for the story, not the gameplay. In this case, that's the first time you've heard someone go boof. What a splendid experience for you. But more importantly, did you get medal back? That's some impressive work in such a short time. By the way, I contacted you because I had new info. Right now, the next case is at the agency. Actually, what time is it? Okay, so I'll probably give it I started at 8:30, so I'll probably give it another 30 minutes. That'll be about 3 hours 15 minutes, which is not the longest type of stream I could do, considering it's a story heavy JRPG. But I do have things to do, other things to do tonight, unfortunately. But eventually this will be done. Eventually, and I've gotten chapter 7, so I at least managed that. Sorry to dogpile you with stuff, but could I have you come back to the office? Yay, that 1000 CSP. Fantastic.
よう探偵助手元気にやってるみたいじゃねえか
I should see when the new Digimon is. I should see what they say the date for the new Digimon's release date is going to be. That way I can at least make sure I'm done with this one before that one comes out. Because I'm definitely gonna want to stream it. Hey, assistant detective, you look like you're doing well. The voice I gave to to that businessman is very up on the up and up. Yeah, I've already forgotten how I did that. It just
上白とナイルコープの件はどうなったかっ
just
て
like okay, cool. And so yeah, it's been lost again, unfortunately. Whatever became of the Kamashiro Now Corporation case?
そいつは目
It's
下
on the
調
back
整中
burner
だ
right now. I'm
今
in
回
a
は
different
別件で
case.
な
こちらが今回の依頼者、君の友人
Here's
さ
your
くら
next
君の保護
client.
者だ。
Your friend Sakura, some other.
あなたがさくらの同級生のさくらから話は聞いていました。
Sakura's classmate. Yeah,
そうね。
that is
あな
accurate.
たになら話しやすいわ
It is
ね。
easier to talk about this with you.
実はさくらが
Sakura's
家
run
出し
away
てしま
from
ったの。
home. Well,
最近どうにも様子がおかしくて心配はしてたんだけど、
she's been acting
まさ
very
か
odd
こんなこ
lately.
とになるな
I've
んて。
been worried, but I had no idea that she'd do anything like this.
お母さん、様子がおかしいというのは具
You
体
said
的に
she's
はど
been
うい
acting
う
very odd lately. Could you be more specific, ma'am?
それが部屋を暗くして音楽の映像を見てるん
Music
です。
video, yay,
朝から晩まで同じもの
brainwashing
を繰り返し
stuff.
繰り返し、部屋からは出てこないし、学校にも行かなくなって、さすがにそのことを叱ったら、
She wouldn't leave her room, even to go to school. So of course I scolded her for it, but
家を出て行ってしまった
she
と。
ran away.
そうなんです。それで警察に相談に行
I
ったら、
bet it's all Jimmy
刑
King's
事さん
fault.
にここを紹介していただいて、
しかし、
But
どう
why
してわ
bring
ざ
you
わ
all
ざ
the way
私の
here?
ところに？
実は似たような依頼が最近ずいぶん来るんだが
Uh,
こ
well,
の件となるとどうに
I've
も
seen
上
a
の
run
腰
of
が重
cases
くてな
similar to this lately. This would be the straw that broke the camel's back.
腰が重い。
The camel's back?
ああ家出の原因になったと思われる音楽の映像引っかかったんでちょっと調べてみた
Old
んだ
video we think
So
caused her
it's
to run
ta-da.
away and did some research. Hello, Jimmy King, you weird man.
はいハニーたちお待たせ
Why do people like you?
すっかり恒例的なあれになっちゃってる感じのデモンズのデモンズによるデモンズのための
デモン
電波ジャックのお時間です
I think I did it once, but I can't, I definitely, especially now, I definitely don't have the energy to try voice acting for this dude.
あー伝わるピンピンに伝わっちゃってるこのエキサイティングなフィーリング聞いてくれ俺様の新曲切ないハミングバードお気楽にしびれてユーたちも俺様のわら人形になっちまいな
これです。さくらが見ていた映像です。
Jimmy Kim sure is a character. That's all I know. Yeah, that's another reason. I just had like I mean, it's also because of might be because of how he was. But I just had like a minute where like my eyes couldn't focus on anything. You see, this is why I need to try stream more than once a week. I'm used to streaming a decent amount at the time. Again, words. I'm very
どう
good
や
at
ら
them.
説明の手間が省けたみたいだ
And
な
that saves me a long-winded explanation.
最近このジミー・ケンとかいう小
The
僧を率いる
demons
ハッカ
hacker
ーチー
team
ム
run by this
デモン
punk
ズの
Jimmy
犯罪
King
行為
has
が
been on
手
a
に負えな
huge
くなって
crime
きてやがる
spree lately.
しかもだ
That said,
この大掛かりな電波ジャックからしてかなり
to
大
pull off
口のスポ
something
ンサーが
like
背後にい
a
ると
large-scale
俺は睨んでる
hijacking of the airwaves would require a big sponsor.
そのせいで警察の腰が重いと。
Hence the camel's back.
え
Yeah.
大掛かりな電波ジャック、
Large
口の
scale
スポンサー
airwave
警
hijacking.
察の捜査
A
の
big
鈍
sponsor. All while police attention is elsewhere.
神城ですか。
Kamishiro.
確かな証拠はないが、
Well,
おそらくな。
there's no hard proof, but it's gotta be them.
神城ってエデンを運営してい
Eden.
るあの。
お母さん、娘さんのことは
Leave
お
your
任せ
daughter
ください。
to us.
我
We'll
々が
find her.
必ず見
You
つけ
can
出しま
count
す。
on us.
どうか安心してご自
Stay
宅でお
calm
待
and
ちく
wait
だ
at
さい。
home.
さあ、
In fact,
そ
I'll
こまでお
drop
送
you
り
off
しましょう。
there.
君は又吉刑事から
Let
詳し
me
い情
get
報を
the
聞いておい
details
てく
from
れ。
Matayoshi.
上白が絡むとどうしてもな。前に一度俺がやらかし
Kamishiro's
ちまったから
involved.
よ
We。have to get to the bottom of this. I made a mess of things with them before.
何より俺が下
If
手
I
に動
mess
く
up
と
again, the top brass will
上に
come
潰さ
out
れる
down
の
on
が
me
オチ
and
だ。
hard.
公務員の
Perils
苦
of
し
being
い
a
ところ
civil
だな。
servant.
そこでだ。
That's where you come
今
in.
回はお前さんの能
I'd
力
like
に
to
頼
borrow
りた
your talents.
い。いやいや、話はすべて
I've
キョウ
heard
ちゃん
it
から
all
聞いて
from
る。
Kyoko.
お
She
前さ
told
ん
me what
に
you
ど
can
ういう
do.
能力。お前さんが戸
It's
惑
only
うのも
natural
無理や
that you
ね。
might be confused.
けど、上白の摘発は
But Kyo-chan and I
Kyo-chan の悲願なんだ。
want nothing more than to expose Kamishiro.
一丁前に正義ってやつに燃えていた俺から
I
その
used
理想
to
と
believe
尊
in
敬する先輩を
justice.
奪った。
I had ideals and a partner I respected. But all of it was taken from me
それが上
by
白だ。
Kamishiro.
キョウちゃんから聞いてないか？
She didn't tell you, huh?
クレミ探偵事務所を開いた俺の先輩で元警官
Kamishiro
キョ
snuffed
ウちゃ
out
んの親父さんは
Kyo-chan's father,
上白に
my
消された
former
んだよ。
partner and the founder of this agency.
もちろん確実な証拠はねえ。
Of course, there's no
けど
actual
上
proof
白は
that the
俺
two
と
of
キョウ
us
ちゃ
have
んにとっ
wanted
て
revenge ever
敵なんだ。
since.
どうしても上白の尻尾をつかみたい。
I'd like nothing more than to catch them red-handed.
ここんとこ活発に動いてる上
Kamishiro
白
scurrying
とお
about
前
like
さんの
mad,
能
and
力。
you coming into these weird abilities of yours.
今がチャンスなんだ。
This is our big chance.
俺に、いや、
Please
俺とキョウちゃんに
help
力を
me and
貸してくれ。
Kyo-chan.
ありがてえ。頼んだぞ若いの。
I'm counting on you. The problem also is, I don't remember if that's actually the voice I've been giving Matayoshi.
今又吉刑事とすれ違ったのだが、何かあったのか？
It just
目に
passed
涙を浮
Detective
かべていたように見
Matayoshi.
えたが。
What happened? It looked like there were tears in his eyes.
又吉刑事、熱い
The
人だな。
detective is a passionate man, you know.
君の能力、
He's
コネ
well
クトジャ
aware
ップ
that your
が犯
connection
罪
jump
すれすれである
ability
ことは
skirts the
あの人
boundaries
も
of
分かっ
what's
ている。
legal.
まだまだ子供の君に頼ること自体、本
Plus,
当は
he
やりきれないはずだ。
ordinarily never asks so much from someone who's still only a child.
ただ、
But
あの人にとって
going
上
after
城に迫ること
Kamishiro
は
is
それ
very
だけ重い
personal.
課題と。おじさんは本当は私のことも巻き込むべき
Honestly,
では
the
ないと
old
思ってい
man
る。
thinks I shouldn't get myself involved.
しかし私自
But
身
I'm
が
going after
上城に
them as
迫ろう
well.
としている。それならばいっそ巻き込んでいった方が
He's probably
万一
thinking
の
that
場合
since
に
he can't
私を
stop me,
守
he
れ
can
る。
still look out for my
そう考え
well-being.
てくれて、まったく
He's too
ああ見え
passionate
て
for his
熱い
own
人なんだ
good.
よ、あの人は。
It can be
むさ
almost
苦しいほど
painful
に
to
ね。
watch sometimes.
すまない。おしゃべりが過ぎたな。
Sorry for rambling.
さて、話を本筋に戻そう。
Let's get back to the topic at hand.
君は行方不明のさくら
Track
君に
down
つ
the
いて
clues
手がか
on
り
the
を追ってく
missing
れ。
Sakura.
どんな小さなことでもい
Any
い。
lead is good, even a
彼女
small
が立ち寄
one.
りそうな場所を調べて
Check
痕跡
places
を見つ
she'd
け出すんだ。
usually go and pick up her trail.
その間に私はジミー・
While
ケ
you're
ンとやら
doing
の
that,
こ
I'll
の
look
不快
into
な映
Jimmy
像に
Ken
ついて調べておく。
and this disturbing video.
おおよその察しはついているが、検証を怠ると命取りにもなりかねない。
I've got a general guess percolating, but if I'm not careful in checking things out, there could be fatal consequences. I don't know why I don't know why like every so often I'll like get like impatient and start talking while they're talking. I'm sure that's gotta be really fun to listen to, so I'm sorry.
有能な助手を私の怠慢で失いたくはないのでね。
I don't want to lose my assistant through my own personal negligence. Some play soccer or want to go. Well, she seems to go to Nakano a lot. Wingdramon, are you in my second farm? Is that why? Because your ABI has changed? Possibly? Evade it. And forgot to actually do a thing. I should probably do that. I don't leave the Digifarm. I need to do this. Technically, I don't. I'm going to do a thing. The difference between having a full farm of Digimon that drop Leomon's not a high level. Alright, then you Wizardmon? Sorcerermon. Evolve into Wise One. Okay. Heal. My Fridgemon, Sunflowermon, and this guy. Woodmon. He did evolve to Mushroom for now. There we go. And then let me save. And then I'm going to fly because I'm going to end it there actually, instead of having gone another like instead of going another like 15 minutes, you know. So let me not there. Let me see if anyone's streaming on Twitch. Flamito Red. See if anyone's playing Digimon. Probably not, but you know. Some is actually. Someone else is playing Digimon Cyber Sleuth, so let's see what they're doing. So. Kobold thing. At least that's what it says on them. Huh. And it's their first playthrough, so yeah. Yeah, let's raid. Oh, person seems to be a bit farther than I am, but you know, but yeah, Toon Bowl. It's Toon Bowl because it's cartoon kobold thing. Digimon. The Digimon love has to go places. Things. Words. I'm good at those. Anyway, yeah, I'll be live again tomorrow, and I'll be hopefully doing the actual final stream of Astrobots. And I'm not sure when I'll be doing Digimon next because I don't get my schedule until Sunday. But it'll probably be Tuesday or Wednesday if the trend continues. But thanks for watching, guys, and we're gonna dock the stream at, again, Toon Bowl.